Hi, it's Joni McMahon here. Happy to be with you again today. I'm really excited about sharing with you some knowing that I've developed over the years. And actually, that is what the topic is about. It's a deep sense of knowing. And I want to talk about the difference between knowing something at a visceral level because you've experienced it and knowing something because you've read it in a book. And I'll give you some examples. I am actually a trained psychologist at the doctorate level, and you have to study all kinds of things like depression and anxiety and schizophrenia and all kinds of disorders is what they're called in that lingo when you're studying to be a psychologist. So because you study about depression in a book, supposedly you're supposed to know about it and any of the other ones as well. And after I finished my studies, I experienced, because of the death of my husband, a very serious depression. And now that depression's all gone and over, I now see it as one of my best teachers. I learned so much throughout that whole experience. And now I realize that now I really, really know at a visceral level about depression. When someone would come to me before I had this experience, I thought I knew because I had read it in a book. But really, I didn't know at all. I had no idea what these people were going through. Throughout this depression that I experienced, I also experienced a lot of anxiety, almost like anxiety attacks. And now, when someone says that they have anxiety, I truly know what they're talking about because I've experienced that. Before, I just knew from a book. And honestly, I can't say that was very helpful to people before I actually experienced these things. Now, I'm not advocating that everybody go out and experience these things like depression or anxiety or anything like that. The point is basically that it is experience that teaches you. It's experiences that give you that deep knowing. Another example for me would be that I've experienced the deep satisfaction of being loved unconditionally by my grandmother and by my late husband. Now, there is nothing that you can read about in a book that can possibly give you the kind of visceral knowing that you get when you are deeply loved. It is just absolutely impossible to express that in a book, I think, because it's only until you've truly, truly experienced that deep, unconditional love that you really know what it's like, that you really, really understand it. And so when I speak to people, or couples or whatever, about love and about, what that's like and different ways to expand it in your life, I come from a place of a very deep knowing because I was so privileged to experience that. Another example might be I have a deep, deep affinity with nature. I get as nourished when I'm in nature as I do when I'm with any one human being. And that developed when I was very young. I spent enormous amounts of time, often by myself in nature, feeling absolutely at one with the world. Now, somebody that perhaps lived in a really big city and there was always hustle and bustle and they never had any time to spend in nature, they would never know what that actually felt like, what that experience was. So I have this absolutely deep knowing about the ability of nature to nourish us. Now, every single one of you have abilities as well because of your experience. Your experience is your deep knowing. No books can ever give you what the experience of living your life can give you. I encourage you to share these deep knowings with others. And that's all I really want to say today about that. And I'll be back again sometime soon. Take care and have a great afternoon. Bye for now.